Discover your life's purpose. Ikigai. You're trying to climb Mount Everest on day number 1. What the F are you thinking? Here's why this approach is a recipe for burnout and how you can climb your personal Everest one step at a time as a CEO, as a business owner over 40. Welcome to the exhilarating yet daunting journey of finding your life's purpose, or as the Japanese call it, Ikigai. Now imagine this, being at the day number 1 ultimate beginner's base camp of Mount Everest, right? You chose to climb this big mountain. Right? Did you picture yourself there? Did you close your eyes? Did you put yourself there? You got your climbing gear on, your jacket, and all that, right? So you form this little small group circle. Guide is right in front of you, a 60-year-old black diamond climbing expert, and he yells out, "All right, good morning. Welcome to your first day, all of you beginners. You guys probably don't even know the definition of a mountain, but do you see that peak scaling heavenly over those clouds 13 miles over yonder? Now go find the peak. Bye!" Sounds absurd, right? Yet many of us approach our goals with the same overwhelming mindset. Here's why this approach is a recipe for burnout and how you can climb your personal Everest one step at a time as a CEO, as a business owner over 40, and why setting Mount Everest goals is a big, huge mistake in the area of finding our own purpose, finding what we love, discovering our passions and our joys in life. Unrealistic expectations and tackling a massive goal without preparation sets you up for failure. Just like climbing Mount Everest requires a lot of discipline, a lot of preparation, and gradual progress, finding your Ikigai involves understanding and aligning your passions, your skills, and values over time. I decided to offer you a free gift, absolutely free. Now, I tell you all the time about how to springboard yourself from unhappy to radiantly happy in 30 days. But how am I going to tell you all about this and not provide the resources for you? There's so many questions people have online about how do I become more happy? What is my purpose and mission? What do I have to do to get out of this rut? How come I'm so unclear and unmotivated? What if I try something new and fail? When is life going to turn around for me? Why do I feel miserable all the time? Who can I reach out to that'll listen and help? Should I quit my job? Why am I such a failure? I don't feel happy in my relationship. Where did my happiness and passion go? Why do I let fear and procrastination control my life? How come I doubt myself and my limitations? Why do I have no energy and no time? The kids are out of the house, so I just retired. Now what? I hate my job or my partner, but I'm comfortable. How come my relationship is so mediocre and boring? Why do I have no friends? I hate the way I look. Where should I go to find a peak performance success coach? You see what I'm saying? So I decided to create a free training and give it to you absolutely free that you can utilize so you can learn how to soar beyond your limits and go from blurred to crystal clear to take one step towards having a reason, finding and doing what you love, waking up with that zest and a reason, and radiating to the world with your light. And how cool is this? To ultimately give back, shine, and level up the family, friends, and community around you. If you're ready to springboard and soar into the cliff diver's edge, click the link below. My gift to you. The second reason why setting Mount Everest goals of finding your Ikigai is a big mistake. Lack of direction. We climb that, and he says bye, and right, which direction are we gonna go up that mountain, right? From base camp beginner all the way to the peak of the summit for Mount Everest is 13 miles. Right, so where would you go? You go left, you go right, you go center. Would you just follow people? Maybe you're following peer pressure that they don't even know where they're going. So similarly, discovering your purpose requires a roadmap that breaks down the journey into manageable steps. Very clear, small, manageable steps. Another reason why this is a big mistake of setting Mount Everest goals is burnout. How often have we taken another job or career path because we say, hey, we're sort of well-oiled and we're doing really good here? How often did you say, you know what, I want to buy another business, right? In 3 months, in 6 months, we're just burnt out, right? So there's burnt out risk. Attempting too much too soon can lead to exhaustion and discouragement. So just as climbers, as far as when we were talking about Mount Everest, they need days to recover and adjust to higher altitude. Same thing with cliff divers, right? We go up a 5 meter, then we go up to a 7. We need time to mentally prepare to go up to the 10 meter or even higher on dives and stuff. Timing, adjustments, what dives we're going to be doing, and things. So as we climb, we will also want to adjust, right? We don't want to get burnt out. Another great way of looking at this is when we're going up and Mount Everest, when we're climbing, we're looking back at our journey to say where we've been, right? Our path, our footsteps that we trade. Where was I 6 months ago, 1 year ago? Right, and seeing that path that you went through. Another big reason why setting Mount Everest goals is a big mistake is missed learning opportunities. The journey itself is rich with lessons, and rushing to the peak means missing out on valuable experiences that shape our understanding of what truly matters in life. We're off to the races and our team is working on projects and we're go because we got a deadline to do. A lot of times, right, we miss the connections, the relationships, the laughs, the smiles, when we talk about Ikigai, like the community and how we're like bonding together, sort of we pass that up. Setting huge Mount Everest goals is a form of disaster because procrastination pitfalls. How often is this true? When we focus on a huge goal without any mini goals or checkpoints, like all those checkpoints to climb Mount Everest, 99% of people tend to check out and avoid it at all costs, and turns to procrastination. It turns to binge watching your favorite reruns on Netflix for hours and hours and hours. So this avoidance behavior stems from feeling overwhelmed by the enormity of the task, but more ultimately, we don't have a roadmap, right? We don't have an action plan and what we're calling checkpoints. Don't want to make those big Mount Everest mistakes? Well, the cliff diver's edge is not your overwhelming yourself with massive goals. It actually starts with baby steps that builds discipline and creates small wins. So what we do in the cliff diver's edge is we do 1 to 2 things you love within those 10 seconds of waking up in the morning. Without fail, I teach my clients to set up a high table and like a flexible music stand right at the edge or leaning over your bed. So as you like wake up, it's right in front of you, right? Just the simple little habits that set a positive tone for your entire day. And how true this has impacted everyone here at the Cliff Diver's Edge, right? So instead of waking up and by an alarm clock and checking emails, checking texts, getting distracted by the dogs or the pets or the cats or kids or your husband running out the door needs something or, before leaving. We're focused on our own heart and our own love and what we call our own Ikigai, doing that one little thing, even if it's for 20 seconds. Close your eyes. I'm cooking in the kitchen because I've always loved being a chef. I'm gonna cook. Or grabbing flour, grabbing sugar, putting things together and making it right. We just do it in our mind. We don't have to physically do it. Love working on cars and fixing cars. So close your eyes. Fixing a car. I love working on. You're working on the engine and the cylinders and right. Do that for 20 seconds and let that flow. Micro wins lead to an upward spiral. I love this word, upward spiral. These little itsy bitsy bark beetles start you on the upward spiral of life. Doing just one thing within those 10 seconds of waking up can lead to you yourself winking at yourself in the mirror, saying, I love you more often, expressing more appreciation to others, and embracing gratitude. Each small action builds on the last, that upward spiral, creating a cascade of positivity and progress. Embrace small wins. That's what we're talking about here when we say, what the F are you doing setting big, huge Mount Everest goals? Embrace the small wins. Celebrate. How often do we neglect ourselves, our lover, our wife, our husband, or our kids for the little victories that we have every day? So celebrate the wins. Whatever you can do. Buy yourself a piece of candy. Give yourself a little gift. Do a bubble bath. Get your nails done. Go get a massage. Whatever that is that celebrates your little wins that you had to overcome. These victories accumulate over time, building momentum, and I love this one, like confidence, right? Self-esteem, self-acceptance. Cultivate discipline. You know, the thing about discipline is it's consistent small actions create powerful habits that propel you towards your ultimate goal, right? When we set these disciplines up, we do them every day or at a certain time, like every day, if it's exercise, if it's fitness, maybe it's closing your eyes, it's meditating, maybe it's stretch. I know so many of my friends are into so much stretch, which is great. Just getting on their roller and their bands as far as stretching the body and elongating the muscles and the organs. Beautiful, right? Just living passionately in your life and how that really just overrides and continues in your career as a business owner and as a CEO, owner. Over 40. So impactful and so meaningful. So please like and subscribe down below if you haven't already. Comment below what huge Mount Everest goals did you set for yourself in 3 months you failed, right? Because you set them too high and there's no checkpoints. So I want to ask you a question. Are you ready to start your journey towards discovering your own Ikigai? Well, if the answer is yes, click right over here for an exclusive video where I outline my Insta-Iki method with precision. I think you're going to really love this. It's one of my best Ikigai videos that I really tear apart the small, like we call them, little micro wins. And we do it consistently and how it expands over the course of 30 days. So check it out and take those first steps onto your springboard into the Cliff Diver's Edge to soar beyond your limits. Thank you so much. And remember, don't set any more Mount Everest goals.